pictures of External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar meeting Mauritius Prime Minister POTUS. It's happening in New Delhi. And remember, Prime Minister Jugnauth is part of G20 summit because Mauritius is a special invitee country, apart from 8 others that India has invited to participate in the summit deliberations that begin tomorrow. Prime Minister KumarJugnauth arrived day before yesterday. In fact, he was one of the first few to have come, and a dialogue happening there. Earlier in his media interactions, Prime Minister Jugnauth has welcomed India's overall positioning of the G20 summit, and in fact has lauded the role played by India in terms of leadership provided for the global south. Mauritius happens to be a country in the Indian Ocean, and it's an important strategic partner given the kind of geography it occupies. There is a strong military and development relationship that exists between the two nations, and for example, the metro train built in Mauritius capital is by India, and apart from that, there are some defense installations also. It's a close cooperation, and there is a civilizational connect with the majority of population in Mauritius of Indian origin. And Jugnauth, of course, here he arrived on September 7, or yesterday in fact, and to participate in the G20 summit. He has praised India's choice of the theme of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and its relevance in addressing issues like climate change. Remember, Mauritius is an island nation, and climate change and the rise in sea levels affects Mauritius a lot. We have our reporters and anchors on the ground. We have Shivangi and Rakshita, I believe, joining us even as we continue to stay with pictures. And we have External Affairs Minister with his side of the delegation, senior officials of the Ministry of External Affairs, and Jugnauth of the Mauritius, Prime Minister of Mauritius, and his team of senior officials having a dialogue, obviously, on whatever is happening between India and Mauritius. Of course, you would see at least a dozen odd and more bilateral meetings taking place between India and the participating countries. Let me, on that note, go to Shivangi first. She's in central Delhi. Shivangi, we are seeing this build-up of leaders coming in, one after the other, delegations coming in, and in fact meetings have already started. Prime Minister himself going to have 3 bilaterals today. We're getting pictures of External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar in a bilateral with Prime Minister Jugnauth of Mauritius. What are you getting to hear about what more meetings are lined up?
Well, Abhishek, a very good afternoon to you. Right now, we are reporting from outside one of the areas, as you can see behind me, which is completely beautified. All the nation's flags are right over there. You can see that entire circle. Has, you have your UK, you have US, you have other nations as well, all lined up. Italian flag, and that really talks about the summits and the leaders which are coming in. So talking about the bilateral meetings, like you were mentioning right now, so 3 meetings today, 15 meetings in total in the next 3 days we will be seeing with the Prime Minister, with other countries such as Italy, such as UK, such as US, such as Germany. So multiple bilateral meetings will be taking place between the top level officials of both the countries. Very, very important few days now. Now the meetings which are happening on the side, of course, we are seeing them, the visuals come in already of the External Affairs Minister Jaishankar with other big world leaders who have already descended upon the national capital. But of course, we'll see so many of them in the next few hours, next few days. But I would like to highlight about what really is happening on the ground.
Very momentous occasion when heads of states and such high dignitaries visit your country. It is time to showcase and put India's cities on the world map.